Hey everyone, Reid Henrichs with Ridge. Today we're going to talk about backup guns. Why you should carry one, how you should carry one, and what are some good choices for a backup gun. In other words, calibers, types of pistols. We'll go into some pros and cons of each. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Well, a backup gun is necessary for many reasons. I think probably the most obvious answer for a backup gun is if your primary gun malfunctions or breaks, which is the same thing. A malfunction, it means the gun's broken. But sometimes those type 3 stoppages, like a failure to extract type 3, those take a long time. Expect to spend 5 to 10 seconds a piece clearing that double feed, even if you're really good. The best I've ever seen clear it was a little bit under 5 seconds. Well, that's a long time. Fastest way for that one would be have another pistol that's ready to use. So that's one reason why you need a backup gun if your main gun malfunctions. Another reason why a backup gun is important, and this often goes, under the radar, think about this. Oftentimes, folks, we're out and about with people that we care about. I don't know about you, but not everyone that I hang out with carries a gun. Most of them do, but some of them don't. They may need one as well if things break bad. Of course, I do rent them that gun for about $7,000 a minute. That's my rental fee for that, but that's cheap considering that it's their life. But in all seriousness, though, consider that. Another reason why you carry a backup gun, guys, is because oftentimes, people don't consider this. If we're sitting there and we're trading bullets with people, if you put your hands out front like this is right in front of where someone else is trying to, even if I'm moving, all right, it's still in front. So there's a good chance that one or both of your hands is going to sustain a serious injury. Okay, so we need to be able to get our gun with either hand. We need to be able to draw that gun with either hand. So there's a lot of reasons to carry a backup gun. There's a lot of benefits to it. There really are no drawbacks to it if you carry it properly. It doesn't get in the way and it adds minimal weight. So let's go ahead and look at some of these kinds of guns that you can use as a backup. All right, so here's some examples of some backup guns, folks. Each one of these is different. Each one serves a different purpose. It's very important to understand that your backup gun is free, but you should still be able to end a fight with your backup gun. All right, I would not carry a gun that I would not want to get in a gunfight with because, you know what, you may have to one day. All right, so in no order of importance, pros and cons of each. All right, we're going to start here. This is just one example. This is a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. It's in .380. A lot of guys carry a backup gun in .380. But I'm going to tell you this, folks. A .380 is pretty weak. And I know there's some of you reloaders are going to be like, well, I can load them just as hot as a knife. No, you can't. No, you cannot. I don't care what your data, your little tables say. A .380 is very subpar for a fight stopper. It's already a pistol, and it's already a sucky pistol, okay? That is just small, but if you look, it's really not that much smaller than some of these. All right, so just one example. It's better than nothing, but very, very subpar as far as carrying a pistol to actually put someone to get them to stop doing what they're doing. All right, this is a J-frame Smith & Wesson 38. Okay, this is a good example for a backup gun. I like this one for a lot of reasons as a backup gun. This is what a pistol that I carry. I usually carry this one appendix. Now, revolver is good because if you shove that muzzle into someone, if you're rolling with them, and of course we all know that not every gunfight starts as a gunfight. Sometimes it starts physically. So oftentimes I'll carry this revolver because I can just shove it straight into someone and shoot without having to worry about taking it out of action. All right, so 38 is decent for a backup gun. Here you'll see this one is Glock 26. This one holds the most out of all of these, but nonetheless, folks, if you look at it, it is rather bulky. All right, it is bulky. It's the same width as a full-size Glock, same width, but it is bulky. But it does hold 10 rounds. It's a good choice if you're going to carry it maybe outside your waistband or somewhere you can reach it. And of course, last right here is Smith & Wesson Shield. And in this category, of course, it could also be a Glock 43 or it could be, anything like that. But this is it's a lot thinner. It's a lot thinner than the 26. Just to show you how it compares, if I can. Let me see if I can get it spooled up right. It is thinner. It's a lot thinner than that Glock. You may not be able to see it so well on the camera lens, but I can definitely assure you that it's a lot thinner. But each one of these are examples of a backup gun. Where you carry this is up to you. I'm going to go ahead and show you some examples of where to carry them on your body. Alright guys, I'm going to give you some options or show you some kind of different areas that you can carry these backup pistols. It really doesn't cost you anything. I mean, this is my regular size shirt, regular size pants. I'm wearing 3 guns right now, not because I carry 3 guns, but because I'm going to show you different areas that you can carry these backup guns on your body without any compromise to your daily routine whatsoever. So the first option that you can carry a backup gun, and this is my favorite option. I'm going to lead with the best because I really want to give you guys good information. So the best place you can carry a backup gun is going to be appendix. And as you can see here, this is a backup gun appendix. Now this is that bodyguard I was telling you about earlier, but this could be a shield, this could be that J-frame revolver, hell, it could be another full-size pistol if you wanted it to. What I like about appendix is the fact that I can draw it with either hand. Okay, I can draw it with either hand. Cool thing is that you can wear one pistol appendix this way, another appendix pistol this way, and you've got access to either one with either your right or your left hand. So this is just one area that you can carry a pistol appendix. Alright, another choice for that backup gun, another choice for your backup gun is going to be on your other side. So if you carry your pistol here, okay, then you could carry another pistol here. Alright, so you could get this with either hand. You can get a pistol with either hand. If I'm shooting boom, 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 my hand gets hit, I can draw my backup gun with this one here. That's that Glock 26 on that off side there. Alright, another option for a backup gun, and a lot of guys use this, a lot of law enforcement guys use this for a lot of good reasons. You'll see this, my hand is in my pocket, so as you can see my hand's right here in my pocket. Now this doesn't even look like anything, it looks like you do it in his pocket, but sooner or later you can draw and get to work. Revolver is good for a pocket carry. I'm going to show you some drawbacks about that pocket carry. If you're fighting somebody and getting hands on, it's very hard to get inside that pocket. But it's a good option, I mean, for those of us that, we walk around and do this, pocket carry is good. So the top 3 choices for carrying that backup gun, guys, that I recommend are going to be that appendix position, that opposite side of your main gun position, or in your pocket. Those are the 3 I recommend. Some of you may ask about a shoulder holster or on the ankle. Drawback to that ankle holster, guys, is that you can't draw it while your feet are moving. And if you're shooting at someone, they're shooting back at you, you probably want to get your feet moving, so you can't draw it. So it's a mobility issue. Ankle carry is good for vehicles. If you're sitting in a vehicle, you can easily reach down and draw that. But that's about it. Fighting somebody, it sucks. Moving and trying to draw it, it sucks. So there's more negatives than positives. It's better than nothing, but it's not ideal. You have many other better options to carry a backup gun. Some of you may ask about a shoulder holster. What about a shoulder holster? Once again, fighting somebody, it sucks. And it also, it's just not accessible. I mean, you can either have to reach all the way inside your shirt or something else, and being tied up with somebody, you're not going to be able to do that. Alright? It is good if you're driving, if you do most of your work in a vehicle, law enforcement, or you're, a trucker, or you take a lot of road trips and you don't want that gun digging into your back. Yeah, shoulder holster would be good for that. But otherwise, it's pretty useless, guys. But those are your top 3 options for carrying a backup gun. I gave you some examples of it. So just to recap about those backup guns, guys, some benefits of carrying a backup gun. Your main gun can and will go down. I mean, every man-made thing either has a stoppage or a malfunction. Fastest fix for malfunctions is just to draw another gun and get to work. There's a good chance your hands are going to get hit, so you're going to need to be able to draw your gun with either hand. This backup gun makes that much more possible. And third, arming someone else. That's another option that many people don't consider. Of course, with that $7,000 a minute rental fee. You can go higher if you'd like. That's my base. I'm trying to be a giving person, all right? But in all joking aside, consider those for a backup gun. If you don't carry a backup gun, you'll appreciate it. Give you some options on how to carry those backup guns, pros and cons of each. If you found this information helpful, subscribe to the channel, like us on Facebook. That link is down below. If you'd really like to get some good training, come out to Valor Ridge. We'll definitely show you how to use that pistol. Really like getting this information out there to you all. Share this with your family and friends. Alright, do that. That's going to be spreading the information is what it's all about. This is Reid Henrichs with Valor Ridge. And remember, the lessons that we learn are written on the tombstones of others. See you on the ridge.